Okay, today we're starting a volume and surface area unit, and we're going to do quite a few different shapes. And the first one we're going to talk about is cylinders. So remember, volume is measured in cubic units. You should have known that before, but essentially we're trying to figure out how many little cubes fill up a space. So if you even want to think of them like ice cubes, you're trying to figure out how many of these 1 centimeter or 1 inch or 1 meter, whatever your unit are, cubes would fill up whatever you're trying to measure. Okay, so that's why our units are cubed, because it's like we're dropping in cubes into whatever our container is. Okay, so I like to relate those to ice cubes. Volume of a cylinder can be found using the formula pi r squared times height. Okay, and a cylinder has a circle base and you're really taking the area of this base, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. And then you multiply it by the height. So this part for all of these 3D shapes is going to be the area of the base times the height. So if I had, let's say, a triangle base, this would not be called a cylinder, but if I had a triangle base, I would take 1/2 base times height times height. So that's how you can remember volume in a more general sense. It's the area of whatever shape base you have times the height of the shape. Okay, so circle base and then a height. Circle base and then a height. Okay, I do want you to sketch this picture. The easiest way is just to draw your two circles and then connect them. Here I have a radius of 3 meters and a height of 6. Okay, sometimes these will be sideways. So let me just draw the same one, but sideways. Where this would still be 6 and this is 3. And people will mix them up because they'll say, oh, this is the height and this is the radius. But the radius has to be on your circle. So 3 is on our circle, that's our radius. Our volume formula is pi r squared times height. In this case, our radius is 3, and our radius only goes halfway across the circle, and our height is 6. From here, I'm just going to multiply together 3 squared times 6. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. Okay? This is called exact form, or we just leave the pi there. And that reason we like that is because there's no rounding error in it at all. So based on your instructions, if it asks for exact form, this is what you would give. If it asks for it to be rounded, then you would take 54 times pi, which is 169.6. This is rounded form, which is okay if you're not planning to do anything else with it. But we like exact form, especially when we have to do some other computations with our volume. Okay, so that's the difference. This is exact form. This is rounded form. Exact form is always what your calculator gives you before you hit your toggle button. Okay, here, this one's slightly different because they gave us the diameter. Diameter goes all the way across. So just halfway across is actually 2 yards. So 2 is what we want to use in our formula. And again, your radius is on your circle. This is our height because it's not on our circle, it's the length connecting our two circles. So if our formula is pi r squared times height, our radius is 2 and our height is 3.5. Okay, so 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3.5 is 14. So 14 pi is our exact form. And then I can multiply 14 and pi together, and it's 43.98 cubic yards. Okay, we want to label. Okay, and remember, it's just like we're filling this up with ice cubes. It would take pretty much 44 yard size ice cubes to fill this up. Okay, this is your rounded form. Okay, and I think we need to go back and label the first one. This one was meters cubed. So about 170 ice cubes would fill this up. Ice cubes that are a meter long. Okay. And then here we have one more. And this would be my radius because it's on the circle. Remember, it doesn't matter if it's sideways. Look for the length on your circle. So this would be 5 squared times 12. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 12 is 300. So 300 pi is our exact form. And then if I multiply that and pi together, I get 942.5 cubic centimeters. So about 942 ice cubes that are a centimeter big fill this up. And this is our rounded form. Okay. On your assignment, I want you to do both today so we can practice the difference between the two. Okay. Your assignment, make sure you're reading your instructions if it asks for exact form or rounded form, but it's actually on Delta Math today. So you'll log into Delta Math to do that. This time there is just one section. You need to get 10 correct. Okay. After you get 10 correct, you can stop. But remember, if you get some incorrect, then you have to keep going until you get 10 correct.